guess I got to just switch, but I wanted to show you. So there's a couple options. So it's row to rotation. So basically, it's trying to think. I guess it's like a seated saw movement without the flexion. You can add that to it, but for this programming, it's just simple row. You can omit the arm if you want, but you want that tension to twist you. And I'm demoing on a blue. I would generally do this on a red and a blue. So that's exercise 1. And then what I'm going to do is switch, make sure my wrap rope hasn't come off, and it's row with rotation. Now, if you're laddering up too, you can ladder that up a little bit. You can start, so if we've got 5 rounds of 60 seconds, you can always start lighter and then progress it up. So maybe I'm going to start them on a blue, do a blue high, go to a red. And because this is athletic, allow your students personal spring tension choice. I don't want to dictate. I want to say, hey, you want to stay on a blue, stay on a blue. If you want to progress it up today, progress it up. So really give those options, because those options are also going to add in circuit training a level of intensity if the student wants that. So remember, in every single programming I've talked about thus far, change the intensity to meet the student's needs versus having them sucking wind, feeling so inferior that they're not going to come back. So you need to know that every modification is offered even though they won't take it. I think it's very helpful. I've learned that. All right, down dog to saw. So the first one had rotation. The great thing is you don't have to do this on 2 sides. So getting into a hand plank, you flex the hips, drop the heels, and saw. And then come back to that push-up position and back and saw. Now it takes some shoulder organization, and it's a great stretch. You can do this with advanced students by taking the spring off, moving it out a little bit, and having them stabilize the shoulder on the carriage. So that's a wonderful way to do that. Then we're going to turn around. The movement is really fast succession, so it's 60 seconds, go, 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 go. Even the first round, you can pace your students and just say go a little slower. Then we're going to do frame dips. Option to keep the knees bent. Options to extend the legs out. Option to take one leg off or even lift that leg off. So play around with that too. If anybody has sensitivity, please get some pads, because that wood can hurt, especially I've got some arthritis. So for me, I really like to pad that. Mountain climbers, opposite knee, so we're going to flip back around. Now, one would say in a flow, we would want to, just so you understand why I do this, we would want to, in a flow, do the down dog, the down dog saw kind of variation. And then the mountain climbers next. But I want to flip them around on purpose, keeps them moving. So what I'm saying is, if I want it to more intensity, I wouldn't do that, because I'd flip them, get them moving, flip them. And that, when you're programming more metabolic, moving them around, stepping them on and off is going to be great for keeping their heart rate going too. So we did the seated rowing right, seated rowing left. We did the down dog saw kind of variation. Then we did our dips. And then we're going to add rotation. So it's opposite elbow to knee. Mountain climbers with a twist. So those are the exercises, 5 of them. Really